Welcome to another episode of the Creative Masterminds Podcast.
Believe that.
Fire Podcast. This is episode 17.
Bang, bang.
After a long hiatus, not for you guys, because we released podcasts while we were on a break.
Right.
And, well, I was on my honeymoon.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Really do appreciate it. Went to Thailand with wifey and enjoyed the amazing food, the amazing people, the good energy, good vibes, just nothing but positivity, and just God just showing out and showing how blessed we are. And, I just can't say enough positive things about Thailand. It was super duper fire. I guess I can go ahead and start off with that.
Yeah.
So, and we went to Thailand. We went all over the country. We started out in Bangkok, and then we went to Chiang Mai and did the Koh Samui, which is an island of the mainland. And so in Bangkok, which is very metropolis, very modern, very city. While there, we stayed at the W, which was a very fly hotel.
That's dope.
Was it the W or W? I think so. I think it was the W. But anyway, very fly hotel. Enjoyed some shopping there at the Chatuchak market, which is a weekend market.
How you remember all these names, man?
You'll read it enough, you hear it enough.
I got you.
And so we spent 10 days over there, so we were really immersed in the culture, really immersed with the energy and the vibes over there. Really fly. Dope. Went to different malls, had amazing Thai cuisine. From red curry to this delicious fried fish dish that my wifey got multiple times, super fuego. I'm now a big fan of green curry. I know how to make green curry. I know how to make red curry from scratch with no paste.
Word.
From taking some cooking classes over there.
Yeah.
What else, man? Visited some Buddha temples, did some good meditation there, just to soak up the energy. Learned a lot of things about Buddha and being respectful towards Buddha. I went to a temple and I did my meditation, and then afterwards I wanted to take a picture of the Buddha, which was cool. However, I had my feet out towards the Buddha, which is a big no-no over there. So you're not supposed to have your foot out towards the Buddha at all. It's very, disrespectful. And I was kindly corrected by a guy there. And so, learn some things, see some old ruins. It's just so much that Thailand has to offer. I go ahead and move forward past Chiang Mai and go to Koh Samui, where me and wifey stay at the Ritz-Carlton. It was the flyest thing ever. The waiting style was exceptional, very attentive, making sure that we were highly hydrated. They noticed that we drink a lot of water. They would always keep our room stuffed full with water. When they greeted us,
making me thirsty.
Yeah, when they greeted us with a warm welcome. They had some bear towel animals on this bed, not this bed, but on this couch with Happy Honeymoon in the background, written out in this green leaf. It was just kind of craziness. And they offer us a fruit bowl when we entered, like fresh fruit, like a pineapple cut open with the rolled up watermelon, pineapple, just dopeness. The hotel room had 3 parts. You got the living room, the bedroom, and then the bathroom with the tub. It was super fire breakfast. It was just okay.
Royalty kind of.
Yeah, royalty.
Huh?
So I'm getting way too deep into the weeds, but Ritz-Carlton was super fly at Koh Samui. We did some more night markets there and shot till we dropped and got some dope things. Even got cast something. Go ahead, hold up your thing right quick. Yeah.
Appreciate that, bro.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And sis, thank you.
Had to get the homie something there. And, man, I'm just going to stop rambling about it, but make sure you go to Thailand. Thailand is a dope place. Feel really blessed. Thank God. Thank the Most High for allowing me to have the privilege to see what I have seen. I am highly motivated to go ahead and execute my dreams and live my purpose because I know what God has in store for me now. So with that said, Cas, what about you? What were you up to these past few weeks while we were on a brief hiatus?
Man, just continuing my deep dive within, just like you said, purpose, man, just trying to lock in on my purpose, make sure that I'm doing what God has put in play for me to do. You know what I'm saying? Basically, use my gifts to fulfill my purpose, because I believe He's put a gift in all of us. So work really is fulfilling your purpose by using the gifts that He's given you. It's not a job. Mm-hmm. It's not something that you can retire from or be fired from or anything like that. Work is something that's within you. It's your gifts, and it's fulfilling your purpose. Like a bird in flight, it's working. A fish swimming, it's working. Mm-hmm. And we are created the same way. We have, we have a purpose and work to be done. But that's what I've been doing. But also with the deep dive within, I changed my name, kind of evolved and switched it. It's no longer Cas 3 that I go by. I go by Cas Thrive.
Okay.
Because Thrive, it's been ringing in my spirit, that word. It made me look the word up. It means to prosper, it means to flourish, to develop well, to grow vigorously. And that's where I'm at in life. And before Cas 3, that's still for me and my sons. And now it's evolved to, it's time to thrive. It's time for my family. It's time for us. It's time for me to help others thrive as well. It's not just all about myself type of thing.
Okay.
It's me giving. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny you say that, because I'm not going to give any spoilers away, but I think you will really connect with the Creed movie, because it kind of covers that mentality.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so without giving too much of the movie away, but definitely, I think you would like it. So that's dope. And anything else?
Shout out to my moms. I feel like I've accomplished something today. Yeah. Before the podcast, her faucet for the sink was leaking or whatever, so I'm feeling real plumberish. I came over there, I swapped out the faucet and got in there, got my hands dirty, and I did that. So I feel like I accomplished something.
Congrats on that, man. That's dope, man.
So that's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Cool. I do want to acknowledge one thing. Mm-hmm. Very janky. I know behind us the soundproof thing just fell off the wall. It was very raggedy. I do acknowledge that. I do see that. You probably saw me look back at it like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's been happening all morning. I will figure out a solution, but this is what we working with, people. Hey man, keeping it in the budget so we can give you guys some good entertainment, some good energy, some good wise wisdom. This is what we do. We got the bootleg wall behind us, sound wall, but it's all love.
We ain't editing that.
Yeah, either. not at all, man. We're gonna keep it there. We're gonna keep it. It adds character to the podcast.
That's how we get down.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, let's go ahead and hop into the topic, which is establishing your baseline self, who you are, what you stand for. I was going to go into what my dad told me, or he encouraged me to have something called a me constitution, which is a list of things of what I live by, what I would die for, the me constitution. But basically, you want to establish your baseline of who you are. And so that's
dope. I've never heard of that before.
Oh yeah,
that's
my props. Man, all thanks to the pops. You know what I'm saying? This topic was inspired by my recent trip to Thailand. How when you travel outside the country, it's like a hyperspace jump from one world to another. Like, because the U.S. have its rules, the lay of the land, its culture, how things operate here, and then once I went to Thailand, they have their rules, the way they operate there. Like they say Swatika, which means well-being, and they also say Kokunka. If you're a male, that means thank you. Kokunka, that's thank you. And if you're a female, you say that. But anyway, it's a very the energy is different. It's a different world, different atmosphere. They're not speaking English. You're just in a different world, and so what that does, that allows you to isolate certain things in your life. Like, for instance, you're leaving your current world and you jumped out of your routine. So when you go into the new world, you have to develop a new routine, a new way of life for yourself temporarily. And so when that happens, that usually forces you to identify key things that are important to you. And I believe those things are your baseline. I know I went in a roundabout way to say what I just said, but that's what I said. Anyway, Cass,
Yeah.
can you go ahead and talk about establishing your baseline, and then I can follow up with something as I think about more things to talk about.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
nah. So you're talking about like a traveling pack, pretty
Yeah,
much. Like
yeah.
something, like you said before, when we were talking about this before the podcast, like your essentials and, those type of things. Really, it makes me think of foundation.
Yeah.
That's what I, kind of, it resonates with me is your foundation. You got to have a strong foundation core. And the foundation is the bottom, which holds all the weight. Like it's also like they say that man is the head of the household or the lead. So sometimes we think of the top that a man should be in. I'm not trying to be sexist or whatever, or any of that stuff, but I do believe that that's the way God created it, as for man to be not definitely the lead, but more so the foundation of the family, to hold up the family, and then make sure everyone else is cared for.
Mm-hmm.
And that means that you supply what they need throughout the day, or pretty much you are the foundation. You hold up the family, just like a building or whatnot. So that is very important for when you feel like you're being pulled out of your comfort zone, or like you said, your routine. And we should experience that, because we don't want to get too comfortable, because
absolutely not.
if we do, then we are stagnant and we don't push ourselves. We need to be pushed out of our box to exceed expectations, to exceed what we think we can do. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a great thing for us, for a human being. We need to be pushed because we don't really realize the heights that we can reach, and the vision and the purpose, the gifts that are within us. We don't know that from the beginning, but like a seed has a tree within it from the beginning. It has a forest within it. One seed can make a whole forest. You know what I'm saying? So the gifts and all the things that are within us and what we can reach, we don't understand that. We have no comprehension of how high or what we can reach. With the willpower is like one of the strongest things on earth. A woman's willpower.
True.
So I can keep going over there, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You want to be pushed, because a lot of times some people have that drive or whatever, but still, we need to be pushed and make sure that we reach our goals and go beyond that. Set new goals and keep going, keep going. If we're here, that means we got more to do. Keep pushing ourselves. Go and get it. You know what I'm saying? It's why live a life of being mediocre or being ordinary. That's not what we're here for. No man is meant to be live a mediocre life, especially if we're made in the image of God. We all got greatness in us.
True. So. Facts. What you made me think about when you said like jumping out of your comfort zone. I think you just said that.
Yeah.
How that will really identify your weaknesses, right? And the potential issues, like the boundaries that you live by. Like, for instance, like me in Thailand, I was out of my comfort zone for the most part because I was the only African American there. And so with that being the case, you end up getting like some weird looks and just a lot of different weird stares. And what that highlight to me, or what that actually caused me to have a lot of anxiety, right? So that exposed a weakness of sorts in me, because I was allowing people, these people who were giving me stares, to affect my mood and affect how I was reacting, and I was allowing them to take me from being in the now. I was more so allowing them to just play in their world of like, all right, what are they thinking? Why are they looking at me, right? And so that is like ruining my life experience, right? And so, me being out of that comfort zone helped me identify that weakness and helped me focus on doing things to make sure that I remain in the now. So with that with those stairs and all those different things that brought on my anxiety, that forced me to meditate more. That forced me to give thanks to God. That forced me to do different various things to help achieve peace of mind within me. So that also, that forced me, of course, to go exercise. I exercised while I was over there.
Yeah.
I actually did like a one dope exercise where I ran early in the morning in Koh Samui in the resort to watch the sunrise. Though, so I did like 2 laps around the grounds. So that's how you know a place is fly, because they got grounds, right? And they actually take you around via buggies, like, or golf carts, right? And so anyway, I did my 2 mile and I watched the sunrise, whatever. And I did all that to achieve peace of mind. So if I wasn't like thinking of ways to like help myself achieve peace of mind, I would have missed that beautiful opportunity to see God's beauty in my face that early morning. So anyway, but yeah, it's like very essential, very important to step out of your comfort zone so you can expose your limitations, and then you can attack your those weaknesses to help you become a stronger, better person. Because the lesson that I learned while over there, I'm able to take it back here and apply it to my life. Like, all right, if things are getting distracting to me, or I'm becoming distracted by things, I know what I need to do. Because my main thing is to make sure that I meditate, do different various things to achieve peace of mind, so I can remain focused on the goals and the tasks at hand, so I can achieve my purpose.
And that was your baseline.
Yeah.
The techniques, the tools, what
Absolutely.
you did. That's because you had that baseline set, and so that's why, hey, that's extremely important. Having a good baseline, a foundation, where you can fall back, and really, that's like your roots of who you really are.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that's dope.
True. Yeah, you have to. It's very essential, and I think it goes back to the point that we always talk about, or what we always talk about in every podcast, which is like self-evaluation and achieving knowledge of self and learning yourself as much as possible, so you can determine, all right, how you can change your moods and change the way things, or not only change your mood, but observe how things are affecting you. And that's like a big key thing for me, like with the travel, that allowed me to, jump from this U.S. world to another world, and then experience these new activities, these new things that's affecting my mood, and then really get to the bottom of it, and allow me to learn to like really, it just really exposes different things about you, and different weaknesses, and allow you to handle that properly and appropriately, so you can have a better life experience and fix yourself.
Most definitely.
Yeah, because that's why I spend a lot of time doing. I spend a lot of time self-evaluation. Some people may say too much, but I think it's good enough for me, right enough for me, because I want to make sure that I know myself as much as possible, so I can be a master of myself, a master of oneself, and so I'll be able to, navigate life in a peaceful fashion, because I really don't like turmoil. I really don't like things to be crazy, hectic, whatever. And so I try to focus on what I can control and what I can focus on, that help me, have a good life experience for sure.
Yeah, man.
So
Most definitely. It made me think of an airplane that's flying in the air, and it's a storm coming or whatever.
Yeah.
The storm, well, if it's a Bentley airplane,
Hilarious.
the inside won't shake or nothing, won't feel it. The people inside or the passengers inside could be fine, but it can be the biggest storm, hell, all of this type of stuff, going on the outside. But the inside, if the inside is good, then there's nothing to worry about, because the outside will change. And that's another thing about storms, or chaotic situations.
True.
Where we're not happy or whatever. It will pass, because we're in time, so nothing stays the same forever. And that's why time is a blessing. Some people think like, we're looking to get to eternity. We're living here to get to heaven. No, we're here for a reason. We're here to do work. We're here to do, what God sent us here to do, to release our gifts to the world, to help other people. You know what I'm saying? So that's, very important to me. That's how I see it,
No, it's a
Within.
good point. Well, I like that you said that. Oh man, dang! I just lost it, because I was going to tie into how like, okay, you talked about, like, people in storms, or you may be in a bad situation, or a situation that you're not liking or feeling at the moment, and you may think it's like the end of the world, but the thing is, yes, it's always sunshine on at the after the storm, as they usually say. That's as the saying goes.
Yeah.
And so I think what it made me think about was the fact that in Thailand, I was getting so disgruntled and so annoyed by, like, the stares. And the thing is, like, you want to just get stares from Thai people, which is like, I would expect that, because yeah, they don't see black people. Like, of course, I'm cool with that. But then you get, like, the weird, awkward stares from, like, the other Europeans there, like people from Australia, people from Russia, whatever, and other in the European countries, and such like that. Well, okay, my bad. Australia is not Europe. My bad. Let me clear that up. It's totally different continent. And so, but anyway, in the country, it's kind of weird with that. All right, to the point. And so it was like dealing with that. And so I was, like, getting really disgruntled, and, like, to the point where I was like, okay, I'm ready to go back to the States. But then I get back to the States, I'm like, nah, I want to go back to Thailand, because I already had the weird stares, and then and good food, then, like, somewhat awkward stares here, and terrible food that will kill you and give you cancer and stuff like that. So anyway, point is,
and that's their problem, though.
Yeah,
if they're
yeah.
staring at you, that's something they got to deal with. That's something that they haven't dealt with within themselves.
Exactly.
We can't let that press upon us.
That's true. And I had to tell myself that. I had to tell myself that over and over and over. And I had to force myself to realize, like, hey, bruh, like, you can't allow these other people to take yourself out of this current moment and not enjoy your beautiful life, your beautiful wife, everything that's going on, the privilege that I have, the fact that I went over there for, like, a couple of weeks, for 2 weeks basically, and usually, like, if you go to like somewhere in Europe, you easily gonna spend like a G in a week, whatever, a G in a couple of weeks, whatever. Could possibly, whatever. But over there, we balled out and had money left over, for less than a G. And our trip cost maybe 3 racks. I don't know, whatever. It wasn't that expensive at all, considering, like, the other places you can go. But, like, we very privileged to be in the position to experience what we experienced, to be at the different temples. We did some Tomb Raider stuff where we went to a temple that was in the middle of the jungle, and, like, an older temple, and saw this this beautiful view with the waterfalls behind us. Like, we experienced some things that people just do not experience, and, like, that's why it's important for those things to occur, because it makes me force myself to put things in perspective, to not worry about the BS and the lesser important stuff, and more so enjoy the important things, like God's beauty, everything that God has created, and just God has given me in my life, and so far. So yeah, had to for real. So yeah, anything else on, like, establishing a baseline and
I think we hit it pretty well on the head, man. Yeah. But I did just think about that we're wearing the Cowboy shirts.
Yeah, for sure.
We took care of them Saints last night.
Yeah, it was definitely not on purpose.
Right, that's funny too. Yeah,
but I think so. This is what happened with me. So all right. So yeah, just got back from Thailand. I'm disoriented as hell in regards to days. I'm thinking that today was Saturday or Friday. I don't know anyway. But I thought I had a hair appointment this morning, and it's not more so. It's tomorrow actually. So that threw me off. But anyway, while I was in the area, I decided to go to Whole Foods to pick up something from Whole Foods, that expensive ass place. So while there, this guy just talked to me about the game, and the Cowboys and Saints game. I didn't know anything about it, honestly. And then so I think from that conversation, that primed me to just go ahead and put on a Cowboys shirt. And then Gaz came to the crib with Cowboys.
Yeah, I was
shirt.
gonna wear my little vest too. I got a little Cowboys vest. I was about to flex on him with it.
That's
then
funny.
I saw he had. I was like, something told me I was like, nah, it's too much. Don't do the vest and all that.
That's funny.
And then I covered. He's got it. So
yeah, that's pretty hysterical. So yeah, since we don't have anything else to talk about, I don't have any extra subjects honestly at this moment. So I guess we can wrap it up. So this has been the Creative Masterminds Podcast, episode 17. Cas, go ahead, Cas Thrive. Go ahead, give out your socials where they can find you on
Yeah,
your
yeah.
social media.
On IG is CAS_THRIVE now. And on that's pretty much it. Yeah. Oh, and the Boxing Bell on IG as well. The Boxing Bell. And you already know about the Creative Masterminds. Shawn Breeze can let y'all know about that.
Yeah, with me, you can find me at Shawn Breeze on Instagram. Check me out. I hope you guys check me out when I was over there in Thailand, because the videos and I think the Instagram stories that I shared were pretty fire. I think I'm going to put them back up or try to put them back in my timeline so people can enjoy them, because I think it was like just dope and just funny and just good entertainment.
Yeah.
And so took a lot of pictures while there. I will be posting some pictures of things that I took pictures of course, on my timeline on Instagram. So make sure you go ahead and follow me on that. So you got Shawn Breeze on Instagram. You got OG Shawn Breeze on Twitter. OG Shawn Breeze on Facebook. You got Creative Masterminds on SoundCloud. The Creative Masterminds on YouTube.
Straight up. Yeah.
iTunes, the Creative Mastermind Podcast. Just search us, Google us. Fun fact, if you didn't know, in Beijing, they or in China in general, they banned Google and YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. And why that is relevant to what I'm saying right now is because I was trying to upload like the podcast maybe a couple of weeks ago, and could not do it in China at all. I had to wait till I got to Bangkok to upload the podcast.
They banned it? Dang, I didn't
yeah,
know
that must
Man.
ban. You cannot access that mud at all. You cannot access.
Wow.
I don't think Twitter is accessible as well. You can't access like any type of. I don't think like Yahoo. Okay, I'm gonna back away from Yahoo, but I know for sure Google is a no. YouTube, no. Gmail, nope. Facebook, nope. Instagram, nope. Nope. And so, so it's just crazy. So yeah, I say all that to say that hey, we're gonna get back to the regular scheduled program of uploading on Wednesdays at 10 p.m. No, my bad, not 10 p.m. 10 a.m.
10 a.m., yeah,
no
yeah.
more jankiness. I was just on travel, and the weeks prior I was just hectic. But now I'm motivated, not motivated, but yeah, I'm motivated of course. But everything is now gonna be way more structured, and should be doubled up quality wise. So yeah. And yeah, with that said, this has been the Creative Masterminds Podcast,
17th.
episode 17. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you show us love. Make sure you go ahead and do your messages. I'm going to stop rambling and just say peace out.
Holla,
Peace
holla.
out. Yeah.